Hi, my name is Amy Mazzi and I'm with Centurion Boats, and today I want to walk you through the 2020 Fi21. You can pick your size, your style, and your price, and with this boat, it may be the smallest in our line, but it packs the biggest amount of punch and one of the biggest surf waves in the industry. So let's walk through it and let me show you what it's all about. At 21 feet, the Fi21 sounds like it's a small boat, but when you get to talking about the running surface of this boat, the Opti-V hull, it is the same shape as any of the other boats in the Centurion line. What that means to you is it creates that same World Championship wave. It creates those same World Championship wakeboard wakes. And that's all because of that Opti-V. The Opti-V allows the hull to sink deeper into the water, displacing more water, creating bigger wakes and waves. It also balances the boat. So even though this is a modified deep B, it's not side-to-side weight sensitive. You don't have to worry about one side of your wakeboard wake washing out while the other one looks great. This boat is extremely consistent, and let's just face it, it's World Championship levels. So after the Opti-V hull displaces all of that water, all of that weight in this boat, which the ballast in this boat totals 4,750 pounds from the factory, then we can switch the waves side to side with a system called Quick Surf Pro. How this works is it's two plates mounted on the rear corners of the boat. The plate opposite the surf side goes down, creating lift, which digs the surf corner or displaces more water on the surf corner to form the wave. Now, when you're ready to switch sides or you have a surfer that wants to transfer, you hit a button at the dash, it takes 1.8 seconds and that wave is on the other side. It's that fast, it's that easy, and it's that awesome. So we've established that the Fi21 creates big surf waves, big wakeboard wakes. What it also does is create well-shaped waves and wakes. It does this in a variety of ways, but one of the main factors is the Stinger wake plate. The Stinger wake plate changes the running attitude of the boat. It changes the wetted surface of the hull. What that does is change the shape of your waves and your wakes. It does this with a trim tab, a plate that's mounted on the back of the boat beneath the swim platform. It goes from 0 to 100 in its settings, and you can control that with your sport shifters right behind your steering wheel at the dash. It's very easy to control, but you can actually change the way that the boat runs through the water. This can also help you on a really rough day. It can get the most aggressive part of the V underneath the bow down into the water, cutting through the chop and making your ride as smooth in the boat as it is behind the boat. So as you step back onto the Fi21 after having that epic surf ride or that awesome wakeboard set, you'll notice that this boat may say that it's 21 feet, but it looks and feels much bigger. The sun pad is huge and comfortable. It's got a walkover, so you don't have to walk on your upholstery to get inside the boat. But once you get into the boat, you step down into comfort and accommodation. It's rated for 12 people, and you could sit all 12 people in the lounge comfortably. The seats are covered in spraddling vinyl, which has a 17 mil top coat, and it's sewn together with Gore Tenera thread, which is made by Gore-Tex. So not only is this interior beautiful to look at, comfortable to sit on, it's resilient, it has longevity, it's gonna last. You don't have to worry about this interior wearing out. This boat is made for the long haul, no matter where you're going. The Fi21 is made for 12 people, but it's also made for 12 people's stuff. There's storage underneath almost every seat in the lounge, as well as in the back next to the engine. There's some specific storage bins made for bumpers, life vests, ropes, things that you need easy access to. You've also got a huge observer storage right behind the observer seat, and it's accessible from the observer seat or from the bow. So you can put everything away, everything has its place, you're not tripping over anything, and everybody can just hang out comfortably. The aggressive lines of the Fi21 are unmistakable, whether you're at the dock, on the trailer, or in the water. Add to that the specific design of the Maximus Tower, and this boat looks like it's going fast even sitting still. This tower was made for this boat. It has a sleek look to it, but it's also customized. You can customize the colored tower shields on this tower to match your gel coat. You can make it as individual as you want it to be. It's also very strong. This tower has a cam latching mechanism that's patented by Roswell. It locks the tower down on its base. What that means to you is no rattles. This thing doesn't shake, whether it's on the trailer going down the road or in the water on a rough day. It doesn't bother you, especially if you're in this boat as long as you can be, from dawn to dusk, surfing and hanging out with your family. You don't get irritated by that constant little rattle from the tower. This thing is solid. Not only is the Fi21's Maximus Tower beautiful and strong, it can accept a ton of options. Some of my favorite, the bombshell racks. They're covered in a 3/4 inch gator step, which really pads the landing for these boards. It can also accept as wide as a 26-inch surfboard, which is huge, but it accepts it stably. You don't have to worry about your boards coming out. There's no bungees to worry about. It's got a clamping system that keeps everything on your board safe and secure. It also swivels in and out of the boat, so you don't have to strain your back reaching around to put your board away or to take it out of the rack. The other thing that I really love about this tower is this tower speakers. The Downfire surround sound stereo system is one of the best sounding stereo systems on the market, in my opinion, not to mention in a boat. It's by Roswell. It allows you to control the speakers that are firing down into the lounge of the boat, independent of those that are firing back to the rider. So I don't have to blow everybody's ears out on the inside of the boat to get the tunes back to the guy surfing behind the boat. I love that kind of control. And it's really easy to do with a dual stage knob that's down by the right knee of the driver. The Bimini is another thing on the Fi21 that is extremely easy to use, but masterfully functional. This Bimini covers the entire lounge. You are not exposed to the sun when you are in an Fi21 with the Bimini up. And I can get this Bimini up in about 60 seconds and down in the same amount of time by myself. It's that easy. The Fi21 is a 21-foot boat, and even at that size, it offers some versatile seating. New for this year is the swivel seat for the Fi. This seat swivels all the way around about 160 degrees, and it's really cool. What that does for the driver is allows him or her to participate in the conversation that's going on in the lounge, and then when it's time to take off again after you've been hanging out, you swivel back, locks it in, and you're ready to go. So everything is controlled from the dash of the Fi21. It's beautiful, it looks super cool, but it's very functional as well. So we've got a landscape style split HD touch vision screen. This is a huge touch screen that houses almost every function of the Fi21. I can navigate it with my menu bar that's along the left-hand side and flip through different screens, different functions of the boat. So for instance, if I want to look up my ballast screen, I hit the ballast button, my ballast screen comes up, but I never lose sight of other data that I always need to be aware of, like my speed, my depth, my engine settings. That stuff is always constant, so it allows me to do two different things at once. It's really, really functional and super easy to use. The 2020 Fi21 has 4,750 pounds of ballast available from the factory. The real power of that number is in the amount of locations of that ballast in the boat. So the Fi21 has as many as 7 different locations of ballast. What that means for you is independent control of each one of those ballast areas. Now that can change the shape of your wake or wave behind the boat depending where you have more weight and where you don't. It's easily controlled through the dash, so I can actuate any one of those independent ballast areas alone or together with others. It fills up very fast. The majority of that ballast can be ram fill. Ram fill is a system that we offer as an option that fills in 90 seconds. So over half of that 4,750 pounds can fill in 90 seconds. So literally less than 2 minutes, you are up surfing with a ton of ballast. We talked about the Fi21 system called Quick Surf Pro that allows the wave to switch from side to side. And we talked about the Stinger wake plate that allows the running attitude of the boat to be changed. All three of those plates are mounted on the back of the boat. When they're used in conjunction with one another, it's called quick launch. What happens is you touch your quick launch button on the split HD touch vision screen and it throws all three plates down on takeoff. What this does for you is get you on plane in less than 6 seconds. Yes, you heard me right, no bow rise. I don't have to stand up to see over the nose of the boat. Whether I have all of my ballast full or not, this boat takes off flat. The Fi21's driver's seat is a great place to be. The dash is beautiful, it's a comfortable place to sit, but one thing that I love about it is the control. So I've got sport shifters here. These sport shifters, they look cool, but they're really functional. I don't have to take my hands off the steering wheel to actuate the Stinger wake plate or to increase or decrease my set speed. I never have to take my eyes off the horizon, yet I'm getting all the control I need. The 2020 Centurion Fi21 is rated to accommodate 12 people, but more importantly, it accommodates 12 people's stuff. There's storage underneath almost every lounge seat, including the observer seat, which is accessible from the bow or from the observer seat itself. And then the lids to this storage, especially on the lounge seating, is hinged. But it's not just any hinge, it's a quick release hinge. What that means to you is that not only do you have the convenience of opening and closing storage areas easily, when you need to clean behind those seats, you can quickly release the pin, separate the cushion from the rest of the boat, and clean behind it. It's powerful, and it comes from people that have actually owned boats before and know how convenient that is. They say beauty is only skin deep, and the Fi21 is beautiful, but that beauty extends to the inside of the boat, the construction process. The Fi21 is built through a process called vacuum infusion. This is a process that removes any type of air void in the lamination of this boat. What that means is it takes any chance out of a void in the construction of the boat. And a void can do a couple things. It could compromise the structural integrity of the boat. It could also add additional noise resonance from the water or from your prop thrust vibration. It can get loud and echoey when a boat is not built properly. You add the vacuum infusion process that we use together with the unibody construction, which means the main pieces of this boat, the hull, the deck, the stringer system, the subfloor, is fused together with a product called plexus. And that makes the boat one piece, unibody. That takes any chance of vibration noise out of this boat. It's all one piece. There are no mechanical fasteners. It's not just tabbed together with pieces of fiberglass. We've taken plexus and made all of those fiberglass systems within the Fi21 one piece, where the fiberglass and that plexus are together one solid boat. So I don't hear anything on the water but my tunes and the people I'm with. The bow of the Fi21 is extremely comfortable. This is a wide bow boat and you can feel it when you sit in the front of the Fi21. It accepts a couple people and gives them access to charging for your phone, a couple speakers, cup holders, grab handles if you need to hold on, but it's just a great place to relax. Thanks for joining me on this walkthrough of the Centurion 2020 Fi21. This boat may be the smallest Centurion in the lineup, but it packs just as much World Championship performance. But don't take my word for it. Visit your nearest Centurion Boats dealer and let us prove it to you.